All right, we're back.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday,
Yes, sir.
yesterday we had Money in the Bank and
We
Collision
did.
at the same
And
time.
collision.
I watched both at the same time.
Okay,
Pretty
I'm gonna
sure
say
a
I
lot of people
watched.
didn't, but I
Yeah, I
did.
watched all. I was on Money in the Bank. I was my full concentration was on Money in the Bank,
Yeah,
and I missed collision.
yeah, yeah. We can start with Money in the Bank.
Okay,
What was your overall thoughts and your favorite match? And
I thought it was. I thought even with some of the finishes to the matches, I still thought that it was overall a solid pay per view.
mm-hmm.
Um, 24 hours later, I'm still a mixed bag on the Drew McIntyre cash in
Mm-hmm.
early. We could talk more in depth on that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Tiffany was going to win the women's. You
Mm-hmm.
saw that coming a mile away. Just because the IWC was already saying she lifted up her suspension from
Yeah,
her in it. They some people in it, the IWC called it a suspension. We don't never really know what it was. While she wrote off her time, she had time off TV. Then she got back into it right as the tournament was starting, the qualifying matches. So she got back in it and ended up winning. And I didn't think Chelsea was gonna go through the table, but then when the Fear Heights, I forgot about when they played into that. I was, oh yeah, she
mm-hmm.
gonna go through it because she don't mind taking a bump like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Poe Zoe, whew,
Yeah,
I know she the stunt woman, and she was out there taking some stunts. All right, she was
oh
doing
that
some
hurt.
stunts. And I did want Braun to win. I thought I wanted Braun to beat Sammy. I did want
Yeah, I thought he
Braun
was gonna
Breaker to
win.
win. I thought he was gonna win it, and then with the 3-man tag, we knew Roman wasn't coming back due to the burial of his father. Um, and a lot of stuff went. I ain't gonna say went wrong in that one, but the finish was interesting as well. So, but I think overall, I think it was still a solid pay per view. It advanced the story in a lot of the different storylines that they got. I think now we'll have a Solo versus Cody match. I think that'll be for SummerSlam. I think that's what I feel like they're going to work up towards that SummerSlam. And they did need a heel. They did need a heel female to win, because Bailey as a face champion, I don't know. She tries her hardest. I always love her as a heel champion than I do as a face. But we talked about
Is
that
Nia
previously.
Jax going after her for SummerSlam, or
That I don't know. I
she
believe
hadn't
she
said
should, because didn't she win the Queen of the Ring?
she did? Because
She did.
Gunther, he won the King of the Ring. He's going against Damian
Right,
Priest.
right.
So
He gets that at SummerSlam, which that'll be
right,
the first time seeing a heel versus heel, in that type of situation.
well,
Um,
Damian, he's becoming more of a baby face. They're doing it slow, so
right.
by the time SummerSlam comes, he'll probably be a baby face.
Probably be
Because I think they teasing him and Finn having issues, and
right.
yeah, so yeah.
Where do you so the finish of the men's Money in the Bank? Well, we'll talk. Go ahead and talk in a little bit more in depth in it. How did you
Yeah,
feel
we'll talk
about the
about that
cash
though.
in?
I can see both sides.
Right,
A lot of people are mad because they're saying that's a waste of a Money in
right,
the Bank match. Like, what was the point? Like, that's over with now. But on the other side, they're really trying to tell a real story with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Most likely, they're gonna main event that Bad Blood pay per view, or they'll be the co-main event. Cause that Drew Drew going crazy, man.
yeah. They've been working it, like you said. They've been making this. That has been a year long feud. So
Yeah,
basically, it's been a year long feud. So
and then
I
Seth,
get
he
it
still
from
has
that
problems with him too.
standpoint.
So
Yep. That's why I said I don't mind it, because it kind of added an extra layer to it. Because now Seth is like, I told you about getting in my business, but now I can't go. You messed me up too while you messing him up, because now I can't go for the title anymore because you interfere with it and you interfere with the match. And then on the flip, that was on the other side of the coin. I'm like, man, I just, I wouldn't have mind seeing, because we've been so accustomed to it. I wouldn't mind have seen it, seeing like Carmelo win it, or Jey Uso, or even Chad Gable, or even Late Night or Andrade, one of those guys hold it for a year and then have them, run in and cash it. But I also understood it too. So they said, well, I was reading somewhere, they said it was an 80% win rate with it anyway. And I don't even remember who technically was the last failed cash in. Was that Theory? Was Theory the last failed cash in? My memory serves me somewhat correct. Yeah, I'm gonna say I think so. He was the last one, and that was at least 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 or 3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah. So I don't mind it, but then it's just like, dang, you just so used to seeing that next up and coming guy actually get a chance at the title, because you pretty much knew that it was gonna be a failed cash in. But like you said, I mean, almost a guaranteed cash in that they were going to get, new blood coming through. So like I said, I'm still kind of torn, but like I said, 24 hours later, I see why, the way it is. And you added an extra layer into the Raw main event picture, which makes sense with the different terms, but it's still just looking like Gunther going to come back and win it. Cause I really want him to win it. I really want him to win it, because I've been wanting him to win the Royal Rumble the last 2 years now. So I've been really wanting him to just, and then I just thought about it. Where has he been?
That's a good question. I guess they trying to keep him out, I don't know, bring some mystique to him. I don't know, but he been out.
Because he's not hurt or anything, right?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was just like, they did say he appeared. I missed the when he appeared on the promo, I guess. And then he appeared for that, but they, like I said, they just keeping him off TV, I guess, until they'll probably insert himself in now, since all of that, they all had that probably tomorrow, where even though Drew is suspended, he'll just show up, and then, CM Punk, or they'll be talking in the ring, and all of them will start coming in, and, had a big little confrontation to kick off Monday Night Raw or something like that. And then, the other big thing I forgot, John Cena technically announced his 2025 will be his last run.
His last year
in WWE, with the projected 30 to 40 dates. And and what was that other part had me cracking up? I didn't watch all of it. I just saw the clips that popped up on on Twitter. He was like, I guess he wanted a few more questions, and somebody asked him the Vince McMahon question, and that joker dodged it like the Matrix, boy. Whoo! He said, you can ask the question. That don't mean I got to answer.
Him or Triple X, they will never answer none of those questions.
Exactly. It was just funny how, because you knew it was going to get brought up. He just didn't want. I guess he just didn't want to answer. Conference.
Why not?
Exactly.
Real journalism.
Exactly. Because, like you said, he owed
man online. Oh, why would you bring that up? What you mean? Why? That's a real question.
He asked for more questions. He got the question he was asking for. They asked him another question. So, it is. It's just thinking about it. Where do you, when it's all said and done with John Cena's legacy, where is his legacy at with you?
He's not one of my all-time favorites, but his run was important because he pretty much carried the company at a time where wrestling really wasn't all that popular, but he made it kind of popular.
Yeah.
So I respect him.
Right.
I like the Thugonomics John Cena version myself.
Right.
That was my favorite version.
Right. Yeah, for me, it was same here. It was that, and then right before, I think it was like right when he got drafted to Raw, and he still had a little bit of that with him. But as you can see him starting to turn, that's where I kind of like, and that's when I kind of like was like, okay, I was still with him a little bit with the good guy stuff, but then I followed the masses. When they turned, I turned too. I was just like, I don't know, it ain't the. But like I said, when it comes down to the history of it, I think honestly, it's almost, I hate to put it like the Michael Jordan LeBron debate, but it's in a way it's like that. He's like this generation's LeBron, and he's had a hell of a career. And somebody was already joking, saying that watch, he gonna win the Rumble and win the world title at WrestleMania next year. Just to break the record. No. Just to break the record.
I think they plans for Mania is already set. The Rock and Cody, or
especially in Vegas. Yeah, in Las Vegas, they gotta keep that. They gotta keep them two somewhat involved, because that's what they built so much of that all last year. And but like I said, I think Cena, when it's all said and done, he'll definitely probably be in the top 3 in a lot of people's eyes. Like you said, he was never one of my personal favorites, but I do appreciate what he did for wrestling in general. And like you said, he definitely kept people afloat that had fallen off for a while and even got back into it. They rock with John Cena. So like I said, I appreciate his legacy, and he'll always have one. And then I was trying to think, did you get a chance to check out the documentary on YouTube?
No, I didn't really care to.
Right.
Because I knew what the story was when it happened. And they trying to twist it and make.
They got to see that. Yeah. They said The Rock had one of his Hulk Hogan moments.
Yes.
Well, he knew where. I knew to go with what the fans wanted. You can tell us anything.
They had the story. Cody was supposed to go to Mania. The Rock came in and said, "Hey, no, I want to do this. I want to go to Mania and face Roman." Then everybody booed him. Then he said, "Okay, well, I'll go heel." And like, come on, man. Like, this wasn't all part of the plan and all that. You made a bad choice and it backfired, and it turned out, it worked. It turned out to be all right.
Tell him, Dion, you smoke screen. You saw from it.
I already saw it. He thought he was gonna come in, and I just don't understand, how does that make Cody look good when he did it, when he gave his spot up.
It didn't.
And then allegedly they didn't have any plans for him. If they would have kept that same thing, they'd had no plans for Cody after that. But I'm glad that they did what they did.
And then they saw the greater good and saw that it made sense to have.
We got the final boss rock, which was very entertaining.
Dude, now according to him in the interview, he said that was the greatest heel character in wrestling in professional wrestling history, or sports entertainment history, however you want to say it. It was good. It was, I don't want to say the greatest, but it was good.
The Rock got to say that, but hey,
he got to save face. You know how he does.
Final boss, like I said, I can't wait till he come back.
Exactly. And then where would you, thinking long-term booking ahead, where would you leave off on? Where would you pick it? Where would you pick it back up from?
For The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock and Cody.
He said if Cody has a title or not, he's still coming after Cody. So,
wow.
He gonna come in and probably go straight for Cody.
Yeah.
And Roman and I guess Solo, or Roman's version of the Bloodline against the other Bloodline. Maybe that's a main event. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they go.
Yeah. True, because it always how it plays out and how we see it.
Did you have an issue with the amount of commercials on the PLE? They don't call it pay-per-views on the PLE.
Yeah,
some people are complaining.
I kind of did.
Well,
but because we know advertising. That's what I said. That's what I was about to say. That's what we know. They got to sell all the advertisement space, and they tried to say that he talked about AEW in the press conference, but he wasn't taking a dig at them.
Okay.
I already know what you're gonna say, but he said he wasn't. They said he wasn't talking about him, but I don't know. I'm just prefer having everybody on the card and being able to see everybody instead of not being able to see everybody, especially with the amount of money you pay for WWE events. Mm-hmm. Respectfully, you pay a lot of money for them events, and I would love to see a lot of wrestling. If I'm forking up $400 or $500 for some seats,
Yeah.
I need the theatrics, plus I need my matches too, because that's a lot of money for the hardworking people out there. That's a lot of money.
Well,
But I think they can get away with it when they go to those other, like, when they go out the country, they can get away with it because they not used to seeing it like that. I always just feel like when they back stateside, even though Toronto, still North America, but I still just feel like I need my matches. That's just me. I need my card to be full because I need my money's worth.
I don't think WWE fans really care about matches. They care about entrance music and pyro and lights and who they care about. How many people's in the crowd? They don't really care about the in ring. I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So Collision, did you you say you missed Collision, right?
I missed Collision. The only clip I saw 2 clips. Well, I saw, of course, MJF turning back heel, which we knew he was. That wasn't going. We knew him being a good guy was not going to last long.
I didn't know where he was going, but hey,
we knew it wasn't going to last too much. I just had a feeling it wasn't going to last, but another week or two. Because, like you said, they may be trying to build up the Wembley.
Him and Ospreay. That's a big time match.
Yeah,
MJF and Ospreay. That's a big time match. Big time match. And Hangman's back.
I did. Yep.
Hangman's mad. Hangman is angry. He does not like Swerve.
Exactly. Because he didn't put a name on it, but if you keep up with it, like, all right, he got to go back after Swerve.
For everybody that said, AEW doesn't have storylines, this is probably one of their main longest storylines. Swerve and Hangman, they hate each other.
Yep. This will be 4 if they have another match within the next pay-per-view.
Hangman said anybody but Swerve. Anybody can have that title except Swerve.
Exactly. Because I like that, and then I also, like I sent you that clip earlier in the week. I was surprised Eric Bischoff gave AEW credit when with Tony giving Tony Khan credit with the decision to have Swerve go over on Will Ospreay, and I think it was the right choice.
Yeah, there was a report saying that Ospreay kind of
vocalized it.
Yeah, we should be losing to the champion. There shouldn't be no issues with losing.
Yeah.
So, that's right, because I think that match pretty much put Swerve at another level.
It really did. That was a good match. That I said, if I missed anything, I made sure I got back and watched that final match on Forbidden Door. And I'm gonna ask this question. Some people said what does Forbidden Door have that mystique to it anymore? Now that it kind of, we've had 2 or 3 of them now.
I mean, it's over. They did $1 million gate, so I mean, everybody knows what it is. It's a super show, dream matches. It doesn't need to be storylines. We're mixing all these companies together. We're having dream matches. That's what
Makes
it is.
Sense. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this week, Hangman and Bryan Danielson in the finals of the Owen. And then who's the winner? Swerve at Wembley.
At Wembley. Okay, so winner faces. Okay, who is and on the women's side, that's Mariah May versus
Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale.
And the winner faces Toni Storm at Wembley.
I think we see where the finale of the
probably Tony Mariah May.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That was my guess.
And we seen Dr. Britt Baker and
Mercedes
Moné.
And she was I'm not gonna lie. I remember a while ago I said I didn't see what everybody else saw, but I am happy to see a fresh face come back, and have somebody compete against her in that division.
She was really hurt. She had a mini stroke and she had a bad back. So
I knew about the back. I didn't know about the stroke. When I was watching
the reps.
I didn't know. I knew about the back. That's why I was wondering. When she was coming back. And then like I said, it made sense.
That should be a good one. It should be a
good one. That definitely should be a good one too.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think who was the. So is Wembley is All In next or All Out next?
Yeah, all in is next.
All In is next.
Yeah, that's in August.
That's in August. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's what everything is building up to that.
Yep.
Gotcha. And that's so what's the event that's going to be in Nashville?
Oh, that's just a Dynamite. Blood and Guts.
Okay. That's just okay. I thought that was a pay-per-view.
I wouldn't do Blood and Guts on Dynamite. I say that for like a pay-per-view, like really, when it really means something. I mean, they doing the Elite versus Team AEW. I mean, it ain't hitting like it's supposed to.
Right.
I think they got Mark Briscoe. He's the first one that stepped up.
Did they announce anybody on Collision? I
don't think so.
Okay,
I'm not
because I just saw the Mark Briscoe pick.
And then the Young Bucks tried to recruit Hangman. He said, "Nah, I'm doing something else."
Exactly. I saw that on Dynamite.
Yeah.
He came back in on and him and Jeff Jarrett. Respectfully, I never was a biggest Jeff Jarrett fan. I'm sorry, I never was a. They had a good match though. They had a pretty decent match.
That was a good match. He came out in that match against Jay White last night. That was another good match.
That's the one I want to. I got it recorded. I got to go back and catch that.
That was a good match. Good match. And then I think Jeff Jarrett is going to be the special enforcer for the Hangman and Danielson
championship. The championship match. Gotcha.
Yep.
Hope they don't turn. And I'm trying to think. What Swerve wasn't on the card on Dynamite, was he?
Nah, he been out. I guess he's coming back this Wednesday.
Gotcha.
They gave him a little break. I don't know.
Smart. You know, they probably worked in something to where they, they off TV for a week or two. Mm-hmm. So, and what else? What if we could predict the card for all in? What are we looking at?
Right now, it's probably gonna be Hangman and Swerve, MJF and Ospreay, Tony and Mariah May, Britt Baker and Mercedes.
I feel like Statlander and Willow. I think they're gonna get another. They'll probably get like a pre-show match. I feel like a 0 hour. I can see them getting something because they've been having a pretty good little feud.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe, like I said, maybe a 0 hour match or something like that because they've been having a pretty good little. And then the Hook and Samoa Joe stuff, I'm not been a fan of that. And then with Jericho and all of them, I haven't been. I don't know. I just ain't been fans of that.
Yeah, this new Jericho character. The learning tree.
I get it. Yeah, I get it, but I'm just not, it ain't moving me like that.
Man, where's Ricky Starks at, man?
That's another good question. That's the one everybody been talking about.
I hope there's not another one where he's just sitting out till his contract run out and he gonna go run over to WWE. I hope not.
I think last comment I seen somebody say or either talk to him or whatever word they got from his camp was they just waiting for him to get written back into a storyline because they wrote what's his name Big Cass, that's old his WWE John, I forgot his real name, well his AEW name. They wrote him back into with the learning tree, Big Bill. They wrote him back in with the learning tree, and then I guess they just left out Ricky Starks. So, and then you heard the typical quote from Ethan Page. I don't know if you caught that.
I wouldn't expect that from Ethan Page. Like, come on, really?
Because he said the same thing when he came to AEW, which is funny. Then he said it. How I guess that's the machine, the PR machine.
Well, good luck in your NXT title match tonight. You gonna catch Heat Wave tonight? I respectfully, I'm gonna pass
probably
on
not.
That.
Yeah, I might, flip in between. Yeah, I might flip in between it. But and the other thing I laughed about now, I foxed with my girl Jada Parker, but when Meechin, she dumped the washers, like it wasn't even, at least Lego pieces be funny, but they dumped the washers on the chairs, and I said that don't hurt. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. That was that was funny. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. But they had an okay match, but I just was like, come on now. I get it. Like, how's that? That was a good old hardcore match. But then I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's all I had.
What you think of Jacob Fatu last night?
I thought he looked real well.
Mm-hmm. Like he lost some weight.
Yeah, he lost some weight, and then when he hit that whisper in the wind, I was like, okay. I see you. And then he when he no sold the Randy DDT, I said, okay. Yeah. I said, okay, he in business.
Yeah.
He in business. And then they botched that finish. They botched that finish.
Tungalo, he
brother.
He wasn't really good in New Japan, and now
that's what everybody was bringing that. Yeah, that's what everybody was bringing up online. I was looking at that. And,
oh man!
And then the others are giving him a pass because he did hit his head on the announcer table when Cody came flying.
He kind of clumsy in the ring. Man.
All right, so then they
had one like real good match.
Mm-hmm.
The Gorillas of Destiny against the Young Bucks in New Japan. They beat the hell out of the Young Bucks. That was a great match. That's the only time I really seen him have like a
good match.
Good match. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's after that. Yeah, that's all I pretty much got. So we'll be
allegedly Ricochet's coming soon to AEW.
I did see that too. They said that whoever the portal, somebody jumping in the portal was supposed to be his character. Not that that ain't him.
No,
okay.
It was a white guy with long hair. Ricochet ain't growing hair that quick, man.
Got you. And then I seen another one. I think Sat Ross like froze a screenshot or a steal, and it looked like somebody they kept saying in the comments that Prince Puma is coming back.
I think Lucha Underground owns all that intellectual property. I don't know.
So he can't come back as that?
No, come back as Ricochet. We don't need Prince Puma. No.
So he did. Oh, he owns that name.
No.
Ricochet. I'm talking about the name Ricochet.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that
for the okay. Launch.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know he owned tight. He owned his own trademark. That's tight.
Yeah. But Prince Puma. Yeah,
I know that was Lucha. Yeah, that was Lucha Underground.
They own all that, and y'all can keep that. That's fine.
All right.
I think Swerve he was kill shot in Lucha Underground.
Yep.
I say y'all keep all that.
Right.
Make Ricochet and. He gonna fit right in to me.
Right. Now let me ask you this. I saw a quote or something and I posted it in the Discord. They said if since WWE is going to Netflix and stuff like that, should they bring, I think it was just like, it was just trade, just trying to get people to talk and get dialogue going. But do you think they should bring back the WCW brand?
Nah, no.
Exactly. I said no. I don't. Yeah.
Man,
for what purpose? Yeah.
Those 3 letters have been dogged and trashed. Nah, man. Just leave it alone. We'll watch it on the Peacock network. No.
Until hopefully y'all move it over to Netflix. Yeah.
Nah, they don't need to bring WCW back. They doing fine with Raw and SmackDown. They're allegedly two different shows.
Right. Yeah. That's what I said. It's gonna be, and then like I said, when we talked about Cena earlier, Cena did say he's gonna be on that first episode of Raw on Netflix next year.
Yeah.
He did say he was gonna be on that, so that's gonna be interesting to see.
He's gonna be on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, that's just like I said. It's just gonna be. Oh man, that's gonna be so interesting with WWE Raw on Netflix. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah,
I can already tell you now. Flipping. And just turn to the USA and you'd be like, wait, it's nothing on right now. Wait, I gotta go to Netflix.
People are gonna realize it just feels better to flip back on TV instead of having everything on streaming. Yeah. I wouldn't move all of SmackDown's on USA, but
yeah,
I would have kept Raw on regular cable. But like I say, they got paid, so
they got the bag. Yeah, that's what they care about is the bag. So
trying to get paid. So
yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be weird having to flip on. Yeah, flip. And then the other thing I think, like I said, we're gonna talk about ever since it happened. The DVR function, like, are you gonna be able to record? Are you gonna be able to, like now, if you really miss it, you really gonna miss it. Because I doubt. I mean, they might post clips on social media, but
they probably have.
That's gonna be another question. They should. I would think.
Yeah, they should. I would hope. You should be able to replay it, or when you jump in, you can rewind back to the beginning. I think you're gonna be able to. I don't know. We'll see.
And then, other crazy part. commercial free wrestling. That's man.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be 2 hours though.
Oh, it is going. So they are taking. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
I
So it
think
won't be 3 hours on.
SmackDown might be 3 hours, but
Wow.
Raw gonna be 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. SmackDown might be 3 hours.
Wow, because it's on cable television. But
Yep.
yeah, and then like you said, because if you've ever been to a live show, you know when they cut the commercial break because they cut everything dark.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's gonna be almost like being back at the I guess the PC as far as putting the shows together. Like I said, just thinking down the road, just getting thoughts of them in my head, like saying them out loud, like, damn, is this? It's gonna be interesting. Do you catch any of the speed matches? I meant to ask you that too.
I don't watch it. I don't.
Me
watch
neither.
It.
I never catch any of it either.
That's a waste. That's a waste of people's time to me. Andrade, he's the speed champion, right?
I think so.
It's like, come on, man, really?
Yeah. And then what's crazy, he didn't even bring the belt out for the Money in the Bank.
Because it's a joke. It's like the 24/7 title to me. I wouldn't bring it out either.
Like I said, the 24/7 title was always more entertaining than. At least that was entertaining. You could have the backstage stuff, and that broke up a show too, just to see who was on the chase of the, the 24/7 title. Because what's name made it hilarious. R-Truth did, but yeah, I get it.
Allegedly, they're getting paid some big money for that speed show because it's only on
Twitter.
It's on X, right?
Yeah, on X. Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
They're about the bag.
They find that money, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the WWE.
Exactly. That's what they're gonna find
that money, man.
Exactly. They're gonna find the bag. But yep. That's all I got for this week.
All right. We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir.